Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, it is KingNido here, and today the Moss Deep Mystics are hosting the Lumiose Glitches, and both these sides are on a 3-game winning streak. They've both been making their way up the leaderboard, but one of those winning streaks is going to come to an end today, so let us know in the comments below who you think it will be. Will it be the Psychic type Moss Deep Mystics, or will it be the Electric type Lumiose Glitches? Let's send it down to the field. Now Lumiose Glitches coming in 11th place, and they're starting out this matchup with Iron Hands and Rotom Frost. It will be Armarouge and Delphox starting out for the Moss Deep Mystics, who currently sit in 16th place, and immediately a Sunny Day is set up by Delphox over the field, so that sunlight will turn harsh. See if anyone goes for a Solar Blade or Solar Beam, but first a Super Power from Rotom. Not very effective there onto Delphox, who's able to tank that move, and Rotom does lower its attack and defense in the process, lowering both of those physical stats. Armarouge, who's been having an impressive showing, goes immediately for the Lash Out onto Rotom, gets a good hit, but Iron Hands does respond with a Poltergeist. This is going to attack Delphox with its own Leopard Berry. This will be super effective, and it gets the elimination. Delphox is taken out of this matchup, the Lumiose Glitches, with the early lead, and out comes Golduck for the Mystics. Immediately it's going to Terrasilize into a Psychic type Pokemon. This Psyduck, you could say, is a fantastically brilliant form when it takes shape. It does shed that Water typing, but it will still have that stab boost of Water typing. But it gets all those weaknesses of the Psychic type team, and there is a Solar Blade being performed by Rotom. This will only take one turn due to that Sunny Day that was set up, and it does go for Armarouge. If it went for a regular Golduck, it would be super effective, but it's not very effective on Armarouge, who is a part Fire type. It does have its defense lowered, however, but it will get a really good speed boost. It could actually be the quickest Pokemon on the field now, as it goes with the Spore onto Iron Hands. So immediately Iron Hands is taking a snooze on the field here, which is not great for Rotom. Golduck looking to capitalize, goes with the Facade onto Rotom, gets a fantastic hit there as well, and Iron Hands, they're dozing away at full strength still. And Armarouge, who is now the quickest on the field, sets up the Misty Terrain over the field. Don't look for any status conditions statuses to be lowered, but now Rotom with the Cotton Spore. Sorry, I should have said status conditions. It is going to lower that speed of Armarouge. Rotom may have just become the quickest Pokemon on the field yet again. It also lowers the speed of Golduck, and Iron Hands has woken up, and it immediately goes with the close combat onto Golduck. Not very effective, but that is a fantastic connection. Does lower the defense and special defense of Iron Hands, however. Now, Iron Hands has 140 base attack. No wonder it was so impressive, but we get the Ice Hammer from Golduck onto Rotom Frost. Not very effective, but who cares, because it gets the elimination. Golduck has had its speed lowered yet again, but it's leveled the playing field for its Soda, and out comes Raichu. This is a Cantonian Raichu, and immediately with that speed advantage, goes for a Hypnosis. And Golduck being surrounded by that protective mist, and there is those status conditions being avoided because of the Misty Terrain, but the Stomping Tantrum will not be avoided by Raichu. Armarouge with that super effective hit, Iron Hands with the Poison Tail now onto Golduck. Another great hit. Golduck's still in the matchup though, and it does respond with a Rock Tomb onto Iron Hands, which is not very effective. However, it does lower Iron Hands' speed. Everyone's having their speed stats altered throughout this matchup, as the Hurricane from Raichu is avoided by Golduck. This opens the door for Armarouge to go for the foul play onto Raichu, and Raichu is eliminated from this matchup. Iron Hands all by itself on the field yet again, and goes with the Overheat onto Golduck, and a fantastic response, getting the quick elimination in return. Does lower the special attack of Iron Hands, which is only at a base 50, but Golduck taken out. So both these sides back and forth. We're now down to 4 Pokemon on each side, as that harsh sunlight has faded over the field, and out comes Magnezone for the Lumiose Glitches, and it will be Slowking, a Galarian Slowking coming out for the Moss Deep Mystics, as the Fairy Wind onto Iron Hands is super effective from Armarouge. Magnezone looking to respond for its side, immediately going for a Hypnosis, but yet again Slowking now being the one protected by that protective mist. And Slowking with the Mega Kick onto Iron Hands. Iron Hands is going to respond though with the Smart Strike, and this move will not miss. Gets a good hit there. Armarouge does go with the Bulk Up now, so it is going to boost that attack and defense, boosting both of those physical stats. Armarouge does have that 100 base defense as well, but it is on the receiving end of the Yawn from Magnezone, so it will grow drowsy and it will be going to sleep soon. But we get the Imprison from Slowking, sealing any moves that are shared with its targets. This is fantastic because now Iron Hands and Magnezone will continue to struggle while Slowking is on the field, so they need to get that Pokemon off the field, but this opens the door for a Leaf Blade from Armarouge to take out Iron Hands. The Moss-type Mystics have just taken the lead with that fantastic connection, but now Magnezone, no moves left. It is going to be caused to struggle from that Imprison, but it does go for Armarouge, lowering that defensive Armarouge, boosting that speed, as we saw earlier with that weak armor ability, and Magnezone will get the recoil damage. This opens the door for Slowking to go for the Aromatic Mist, not going on the offensive here, but it is going to help out Armarouge by boosting that special defense. However, Armarouge has now fallen asleep on the field, and out comes Sandy Shocks for the Lumiose Glitches. It's also going to struggle again as long as Slowking is on the field. So Sandy Shocks now, no moves left, performs its own struggle and goes for Armarouge. They need to stop going for Armarouge. They need to get Slowking off this field, otherwise they're going to continue to get that recoil damage, and it's going to continue to make Armarouge quicker. However, they do keep blowing its defense. There's Magnezone going for Slowking. There's that recoil. This is fantastic for the Moss-type Mystics, as Slowking with the stockpile, it is going to stockpile one and boost that defense and special defense with that 110 base special defense as well. Armarouge is already awake as well and goes with the power split, choosing Sandy Shocks as its target, so that it does share its power with it there. And Sandy Shocks continuing to struggle on the field. This is not what the electric types need. They had a really slow start to the season, but having won their last 3 games, they want that 4th victory. However, this Imprison could shore things up for the Moss-type Mystics, but 2 times in a row they've gone for Slowking. Slowking is in knockout range, however, it is going to respond with the Scald, and Sandy Shocks is eliminated with that super effective move. There is only 2 Pokemon remaining for the Lumiose Glitches, and this last one is Ampharos coming out onto the field, as we get Armarouge with the Dragon Claw onto Ampharos, but that static ability is activated, so this is going to leave Armarouge with its 2nd status condition of the matchup. It is paralyzed, so it may be unable to move, and it will be slowed down. There's Magnezone though, struggling, going for Armarouge, so it doesn't try to get the elimination of Slowking. This is terrible for the Lumiose Glitches, because they could have freed themselves, as Ampharos is now going to go for its first struggle, and Slowking is able to hold on. If Magnezone goes for another struggle, I think it might eliminate itself, as we get the echoed voice now. And it doesn't matter, because Slowking's going to take out Magnezone in the meantime. Ampharos is all by itself, and it's on the field struggling. Armarouge, however, unable to move due to that paralysis that it received from that static ability. This opens the door for Ampharos to go for the struggle, but it eliminates Armarouge. Instead, it's still going to be struggling on the field. There is that recoil damage being done to Ampharos, as Slowking with the pluck. Not very effective. Ampharos is actually able to hold on, but yet again its static ability is activated, so Slowking may be unable to move due to that paralysis. However, it did steal the Leper Berry of the electric type Pokemon in the meantime, so it could chow down on a snack for its impressive Imprison play earlier. And it's Slowbro who comes out to join Slowking. And there's Ampharos going for its final struggle, and this will shore things up, because Ampharos is eliminated by that recoil damage, and the Moss-type Mystics have run away with this matchup in impressive fashion, ending the winning streak of the Lumiose Glitches. The Moss-type Mystics extend their winning streak to 4 games in a row. Next round, they will be taking on the Moto Stoke Engines. However, the Lumiose Glitches next round will be taking on the Cortondo Dustmites. I cannot wait for either of those matchups, but until then, Nidorinos, thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on field, and if you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, share, subscribe, but more importantly, always remember, you are awesome, and I will see you when you see me.